So why are they important? It's a good question. So universities look for candidates who do show genuine subject interest, particularly if you're aiming for sort of the top universities. You also need to be really self-motivated and have excellent critical thinking skills. So depending on the supercurriculars you seek out and that you go for, you can definitely prove these attributes or demonstrate these attributes to your universities. And it's definitely the case as well that where you and another candidate may have very similar sort of resumes on paper in terms of just your academic achievements, your supercurriculars can really distinguish you in that sense, and show that you're different. You pursue your interest rather than just sitting in the classroom and answering the questions that you have to answer. So that's really important. Supercurriculars can, if you're doing them early enough in the application process, can give you a bit of an indication as to whether you are actually going for the right subject or not. So in my own case, I was pretty torn between studying biology or applying to study biology and applying to study modern languages, so language and literature, stuff like that. So in the end, I applied for modern languages, and part of the reason for that, well, a big part of the reason actually, was what I learned about my interest through my extracurriculars. So science, I read around the subject and I did, some research project at school that we had to do, but it was kind of optional actually, so it was extracurricular. And I went to some lectures and things like that on psychology, and I did find it interesting. But what I learned is that from attending similar sorts of events on the humanities side of things, was that was more important to me. That was how I wanted to go about seeing or studying the world, through the lens of literature, culture, that sort of thing, how societies function rather than scientific, biological side of things. So for me, I completely agree with this third point. Like it holds completely true in my case that their supercurriculars are what made me make that final decision as to what I wanted to study.